Meditation experience. Observation of reaction. When I'm asleep or when my thoughts are running at full speed, I am temporarily out of awareness, but I try to be aware of what happens in my daily life as much as possible. Constant breathing, bodily sensations of touching the ground, floor, objects, etc., bodily movements, itching and pain, sensations in the body, things seen, heard, smells, tastes, thoughts that arise, something I am aware as much as possible of the reactions, the emotions that arise from them, the memories that arise, the moods that arise, and the things that arise and disappear. By doing so, the fact of what is happening will be decomposed and visible. Everything comes of its own accord and disappears of its own accord, and I will find that nothing is controllable. In other words, I come to accept that everything is in control. When I realize that fact, I stop thinking about unnecessary things and just let things happen. I will begin to realize how comfortable and relaxing this stance is. In the first place, there is nothing that can be controlled. By noticing our daily lives, we become acutely aware of the shallowness of this unconscious. Reactions are the ones that cause pain, especially when they happen unconsciously. For example, when I'm in a meeting, I'm aware of what happens as much as possible. I realize that I'm listening to what others are saying. I realize that I understand the content in my thoughts. Then suddenly, I realize that the reaction happened by itself. I may feel frustrated or upset. Then at the same time as the reaction, I noticed that there was a feeling of discomfort around my chest. Then, in response to the reaction, I realized that I am trying to reply something. Wait here and stop. When I get annoyed, I try to reply with angry content and tone. When upset, they tend to respond with defensive content and tone. This conscious behavior left to reaction is definitely not good. This provokes a negative reaction from the other party and further negative reaction to it. It will be an incomprehensible exchange to return the reaction of. When I notice a reaction, stop and rest for about 1 second and observe the reaction. If I'm always aware, I will instantly notice various things. When I'm frustrated, I realize that I'm frustrated because I have some kind of obsession with wanting to do something, and it's not going the way I wanted. And even though I realize that nothing will go my way due to my daily awareness, I realize that I reacted unconsciously and became irritated. Despite being aware of this, I still have a habit of unread reactions, and I realize that I have developed that habit. In the first place, things won't go my way, and I know that being frustrated with it is a futile resistance. On the other hand, surprisingly, I also notice that there are thoughts that want to irritate me. I am amazed at how masochistic things can be. Then he warns the reaction by saying, "No, don't get irritated because of your queers. Even if you get irritated, things won't go your way. Don't put up with useless resistance." When I get used to noticing, I will instantly notice this in about a second. And when the stop is released, it is generally possible to capture only the facts of the other person's remarks and respond calmly. When things don't go my way, if I try to use pressure to force them to react, even if things seem to go my way at first, I'll always end up with distortion later. I have had meetings in the past that did that. Controlling things to get what I want doesn't solve anything. When I realize this, my reaction gradually weakens and eventually I stop reacting. Some stubborn reactions do not disappear and remain persistent, but by noticing them, the peculiarity of reactions will be corrected. This changes the venue of the meeting. It's just that one person is trying to notice it. Meetings that have so far tended to be like battles of reaction, but if only one person doesn't respond, it will be reborn as a positive and fun place. This is an example of a meeting, but everyday awareness changes the world we see in every situation. If 10% of the people in the world practiced meditation,